Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we're going to be previewing the new unit that was featured in the last Epic 7 live stream. And that is going to be the Ice Mage Aria, as you can see on your screen right here. So yeah, she has a pretty cool design. She looks very similar to Vivian. A lot of people thought that would actually be Vivian, like the ML version. But it is in fact a new unit. Now, before we get started with this video, guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as we're nearing 13k subs. Every single subscriber really helps me out, and you'll also get updates when I have videos like this release in the future. So that being said, yeah, Aria is an Ice Mage. You can see from her design that she has some big reasons to pull for her, and she looks pretty sick. And also that her memory imprint, guys, if you take a look, it is actually defense percent, which is very weird for a mage. Usually mages want attack or effectiveness. So this signals to me that she's going to be some kind of like tanky bruiser unit. So yeah, her animations on her skills look very sick as well. We're going to look at it right here. It's an AoE attack. You're going to see she summons basically like a shadow demon guy that will Kamehameha everyone on the enemy side. Looks pretty sick. Just from her S3 animation, I think she's a pretty high ranked, design unit, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying, but her design is sick. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this is her in the hero lobby screen, and then we also have how her design was, drawn and stuff like that. I'm not going to go too much in depth, so let's just get into the hero intro real quick, talking about her stats. So you're going to see that her attack is decent, her health is also okay, her speed is pretty high for a mage, and then we also have pretty crazy defense for a mage. And you're also going to see that she has a 35% chance to crit base, and that is because she gets 20% from her S2, which you'll see. And you also see that she has effectiveness and effect resist, so you can see that kind of ties into her being like some kind of like debuffer or stripper, and the effect resist will make it so that, yeah, she is a tankier unit, so effect resist will be good on her. And you're going to see that her memory imprint for both herself and for her team is defense, which pretty much signals to me that, yeah, she's 100% going to be some kind of bruiser unit. I think she's going to be fun to use. She's also a mage, so there's a lot of different artifacts you can use, especially if she's a bruiser, such as like Milim's artifact, or even like Abyssal Crown, stuff like that. Even Proof of Valor might be good because it'll make her more tanky, but we'll see. So this is her S2, guys. It's going to give her flat crit chance increase, and also as your HP goes down on yourself, on Aria, your crit damage increases up to 50%. That's a crazy amount. And you're also going to see in the second effect that she uses focus, similar to SSB and similar to, I guess, like Milim. When your focus is full, you're going to consume all that focus to activate Dark Shadow Phantom after using the skill. And Dark Shadow Phantom is an AoE attack that will dispel or strip 2 buffs and decrease combat readiness by 30%, and this damage will increase proportional to your defense. So yeah, it's like Milim's S2, but instead of stealing souls, you're going to strip 2 buffs and push CR by 30%, which I think is a little bit better in my opinion. And also your damage dealt will increase proportional to your defense, so that signals to me, so yeah, you're going to build her on some sort of like defense, crit chance, and crit damage build. And I think the reason why this gives you crit chance and also crit damage is because usually units that scale with defense are harder to build because they rely on pretty much every single stat to do well. And what I mean by that is you still need HP on defense scaling units because otherwise they're still too squishy. They can get owned by defense break or true damage. And also you still need like some sort of damage, right? You need like crit chance, crit damage, you still need speed. And if you have a strip, you want maybe some effectiveness thrown in and some attack as well, so your damage isn't too low. So that's why I think they are giving a lot of stats onto her S2, even though it seems really crazy. It might just seem like that on paper because keep in mind that defense scaling units are definitely harder to build because they definitely need more stats. So yeah, looking at the animation here, guys, so this is her. She has a counter attack built in. You're going to see after she counters, she will proc her S2. And yeah, actually, this is the S2 animation, not the S3 animation. My bad. Yeah, anyways, the S2 animation is pretty sick. And yeah. So now we have her S3. So her S3 is going to be very, very weird for a mage. So keep in mind this gives you 3 focus. So you get 3 focus right away. You'll also increase defense of yourself, which will technically give you tankiness and damage because keep in mind she does increase, or damage increases with defense, like I said. And you'll also adopt a counter attacking stance similar to like Senya or Urvalen, right? And you'll also grant stealth and barrier to everyone except yourself. So this is really good that they added the secondary effect with the stealth and barrier, because before, whenever a unit gets a counter-attacking stance, what do? You just ignore them. It doesn't really matter, right? Because, you're not forced to attack into them because the other counter-attacking stance units didn't have a provoke. This is even better because you get a stealth and a barrier to all your allies. And this barrier is really nice because if you look here, the barrier will increase proportional to your caster's defense. So this will apply after the increased defense of the caster, and you also are going to be stacking defense on her as well. So the barrier is going to be super huge. So even if they do have a way to AoE your team, not only are they going to risk trying to counterattack or proc the counterattack from Aria, but also your team will be super tanky because they have that stealth and the barrier. Very good combination because stealth decreases damage from AoE attacks, and while barriers are up, you can't really remove the stealth without a strip. So it's actually going to be a super annoying skill. It'll make your team really tanky. Very basic animation, but you're gonna see that with Para that they have like a super damage mitigating team comp here. The shield isn't as big as I thought, but still very decent. And yeah, you're gonna see that looks pretty cool. Now we have her S1, so keep in mind this is very important that this is good because she will be focusing on counterattacks, because you're going to want to abuse the counterattack stance on her S3 so that you can actually, you know, get a lot of S2s off in your fight. And yeah, this is a very good skill, guys. So we have a 2 enemy attack, which is always very good because it doesn't count as AoE technically, and it also will, you know, hit more than one enemy, so it's really nice. And you also have a chance to decrease hit chance. So this is one of the most annoying debuffs in the game. I think it's way worse than decrease attack because this hits tanks and bruisers as well. If you hit a Fallen Cecilia, they can't really provoke lock you. If you hit a DPS, then yeah, you're going to also do no damage if you miss, and the damage will also increase proportional to your caster's defense. So that's Aria's defense. So yeah, Aria is all about defense, guys. I think you're going to want some crit chance and some crit damage, but mostly you're going to want a lot of defense, be really tanky and just be very annoying. And the soul burn effect is on this skill, so you can soul burn it for 20 souls and get an extra turn, similar to Spectre Tenebria's S1, to probably maybe proc your S2 if you want to strip and CR push. So yeah, keep in mind that her S2 does CR push, guys. It's very strong, so the more S2s you can get off, the more times you can lap the enemy team with your team, being a very strong attack. So you see here the damage isn't crazy, but you know, I think it's more about the debuffs. And also it's hard to tell from these videos, guys, because they're not on the best of gear, to be honest. I think when you try them out in real time, once she's released, it'll feel a lot different. So yeah, this is her artifact, Scroll of Shadows. Basically, when the caster attacks when it's not your turn, you do increased damage, and after you attack, you have a 50% chance, even at level 1, to inflict a random debuff on the target for 1 turn, decrease defense, decrease speed, silence, or unbuffable. So I think this will be pretty good on her. It's hard to say if it'll be the best because you can always run Abyssal Crown, you can also run like Togga Hells, you can even run artifacts to make her tankier, such as like Proof of Valor. But just from objective point of view, I think this is a pretty decent artifact because, you know, just having a lot of debuffs on the enemy team, and especially if you're counterattacking over and over, is really nice. And also the debuffs that can land from this are very good and do not overlap with any of hers. You don't see any decreased hit chance, right? You see decreased defense, which is very powerful, decreased speed, which is also very powerful, silence, which is very strong, and unable to be buffed, which, as you guys already know, is unbuffable, is also very annoying as well. So the debuffs from this artifact is really strong, a lot better than like Sierra Ren, which has like a lot of useless debuffs in my opinion, like poison and stuff like that. So I think this artifact will be pretty decent on her. It's not limited though, so you don't have to, you know, like worry too much if you can't get it, because I'm sure there's other artifacts you can use on her. So yeah, that's pretty much it for what I think about Aria. I think she's going to be a very fun unit, guys. Do I think she's a must pull? Definitely not, because she doesn't look like she's going to be strong in PvE at all. She looks like she'll be solely for PvP, and I don't think she's like anything super OP or anything. I think she looks strong and fun to use, but I don't think she's going to be like game breaking or meta changing. I think Smilegate is trying to dial back their power in the new units because people were complaining. So yeah, I think she's strong. Don't think she's a must pull. Honestly, if you're new to the game, I would skip her and then try to save my bookmarks for the triple banner. And if she does end up being very strong, guys, even because she's not a limited unit, you can actually choose her in the triple banner if you really want her, and you know, and I was wrong and she was actually like super OP or something like that. So yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys, and make sure you leave a like and comment if you guys want to see more of these should you pull videos, or not should you pull, hero preview videos from the live stream, and I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.